I'd like to let you know at the top of the hour here, you are looking at 65 southbound at Hospital Curve, and this is where two of the southbound lanes are closed at the moment for some emergency repairs. You can see a crew member right there in the middle. It looks like a very large pothole that he might be repairing at this time, and you know what kind of damage this can cause. So just know if you are coming in to Louisville off the bridge, 65 southbound is now down to one lane there, and the Hospital Curve will keep you posted online and on air. Well, the results are in for Kentucky's primary election. Ken Herndon defeated 9 other opponents for the Democratic nomination for Metro Council's District 4, which governs downtown. And Ben Reno Weber won the primary for District 8, which is made up of the Highlands and surrounding neighborhoods. Our Alex Dieterer and Addie Hill spoke to both candidates as they celebrated those victories.
I am elated. It's been 6 months of hard work with a great campaign team, great neighbors, great supporters, and actually congratulations to the other 9 candidates. We had a great field of fine people.
Ken Herndon is the Democratic candidate you'll see on your November ballot to represent District 4 on the Louisville Metro Council. He's a longtime downtown advocate, formerly with the Louisville Downtown Partnership. He was one of 10 candidates going after the powerful seat that will govern downtown Louisville, New Lou, and Butchertown. Herndon is looking ahead to November. There is no Republican challenger.
I got our message out, and we're very happy, and I look forward to the fall. There's no Republican, so we expect to win, of course, and so I will be taking office, unless lightning strikes me, on January of 2025. And I look forward to serving the people of the 4th District for the next 4 years.
Since the city-county merger back in 2003, only Democrats have been elected to represent both District 4 and District 8. And in the Highlands, incumbent Ben Reno Weber keeps his seat representing District 8 on the Metro Council, defeating challenger Taylor McGovern-Usellis.
I was already in this seat and doing this work, and I'm grateful that the residents of District 8 thought we were doing a good job. And I'm grateful and humbled that we have the opportunity to do it again.
This is not the first race between Reno Weber and McGovern-Usellis. Reno Weber was appointed to fill the council seat when it was vacated by State Senator Cassie Chambers Armstrong in 2023. McGovern-Usellis also ran to fill the vacancy.
Before this campaign, we worked well together. I hope at the end of this we'll be able to work together. What I know is that we care about our community.
Alex Dieterer, WHAS11 on your side.
Now, District 4 and 8 had no Republicans running in that primary. The winners of the Democratic nominations could still face independent opponents come November. And while nearly all Metro Council incumbents won their primaries, there will be a new council member in District 6. That district includes Old Louisville. Well, Democrat J.P. Leninger defeated the incumbent Phil Baker and challenger Kate Holm. No Republicans filed for that seat either. Well, Republican Kentucky lawmaker Kevin Bratcher is a step closer to trading in his Kentucky House seat for city government with Metro Council. He defeated Robert Zeller in District 22. Bratcher will face Democrat Rashawn Crawley, who was unopposed in November. And then longtime Kentucky State Senator Gerald Neal won his primary, defeating a former state representative for Senate District 33. He defeated Attica Scott from West Louisville and challenger Michael Churchill with 55% of the vote. No Republicans are running for that seat. We caught up with Neal about his plans moving forward.
Think about broadly about what benefits and takes Kentucky forward in a way that it benefits people. In other words, at the end of the day, it's not really about party. It's really about what resonates in people's lives. How do you uplift people?
Another seat up for grabs in Frankfort, House District 29 in southeastern Jefferson County, which was held by Kevin Bratcher. In this race, for mayoral candidate Timothy Finley Jr. came out on top. He will now face Republican Chris Lewis, who also defeated 2 other candidates in his primary. Incumbent and Democrat Nima Kulkarni, received the most votes for House District 40. However, they will not be certified until a ruling from the state Supreme Court. Kulkarni's eligibility was challenged in a lawsuit, but Monday the state's highest court ruled she could remain on the ballot. Her case will be heard on June 6th. All right, in the race for Kentucky House District 41, Democrat Mary Lou Marzian, once a mainstay in Frankfort and longtime Highlands resident, will have a chance to return to Frankfort. The former representative defeated Rick Adams in the primary. She'll now face Republican Sarah Elizabeth Cottrell, who was unopposed. You can see the full list of tallies and the breakdown of those results on our primary election coverage at WHAS11.com. There is a link at the top of our homepage. Well, after a violent night across Louisville, the Metro Police are investigating 4 separate shootings, all of them happening in a span of 90 minutes. Police said a teenager died in one of them. It happened just before 9:30 last night in the Chickasaw neighborhood, where police found a teen boy shot dead in the front yard of a house at Garland and Lewis Coleman Jr. Drive. Another teenager was shot in the Shawnee neighborhood. Police said they were called to West Market and Amy Avenue around 9:15. The teen was taken to a local hospital and expected to make it. Well, shortly before that, a man died after a shooting off Versailles Lane in Okolona. Police arrested and charged 31-year-old Nathan Short with his murder. And finally, just before 10:30 last night, there were reports of a shooting in the Portland neighborhood. Officers said they found a man on North 20th Street with a gunshot wound to his head. He was taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. Investigators do not believe any of these shootings are related. If you have any information that can help detectives, call that anonymous tip line at 574-LMPD or use the online portal. All right, take a look at this view from Bardstown Road yesterday afternoon as firefighters responded to Louisville's original Krispy Kreme donut store. You can see heavy smoke in that area. And now a man charged with arson in that fire. Our Taylor Woods and photojournalist Elijah McKenzie share what we know about the suspect and what the fire means to loyal customers who came back to see the damage.
And that's like my Krispy Kreme, and it burned up, and it looks bad.
It's still hard for customers like Linda Currington to ride by Louisville's original Krispy Kreme location with the same sign out front since it opened in 1964 on Bardstown Road in the Gardner Lane Shopping Center. Now closed after firefighters say it was targeted for arson by this man, Michael Moore.
I mean, almost in tears when I heard about it on the news. I was like, oh no, that is my Krispy Kreme. Because when we have donuts at work, I would go and get, Krispy Kremes and take it into work for the teachers.
She and other longtime customers have been stopping by to see it for themselves. Louisville firefighters have charged the 40-year-old with arson and wanton endangerment. Krispy Kreme was open and serving donuts when it happened.
And they said they found the person who did it, and it was arson. I mean, who would do that?
Louisville Fire Captain Tamara Stewart says Michael Moore allegedly threw a plastic bottle on the roof while workers were still inside. No one was injured, but a few people were checked for smoke inhalation. It took 40 firefighters to get the blaze under control.
Our arson investigators have determined that the fire was caused by an incendiary device that was thrown onto the upper portion of the building.
You can see how significant the damage is to the roof, and now what is left is rubble right here in the parking lot.
Bob Bauer has 6 decades worth of memories that were shared inside this Krispy Kreme.
I was really shocked. I've been coming here since I was in high school in the 60s.
Viewers like Andre Goatley sent us photos celebrating events outside of Krispy Kreme. Bob Bauer is also wondering if the cherished spot will be rebuilt or closed for good.
What about the employees? What are they going to do?
Hoping the iconic location will keep serving the donuts hot and fresh in Louisville. Taylor Woods, WHAS 11 on your side.
And now the suspect who has been arrested in this case was in court this morning. That's Michael Moore, who's been charged with arson and wanton endangerment. His bond is set at $100,000. He'll be back in court on May 30th. Tomorrow, Metro Police Chief Jacqueline Gwen Villarreal will give her first briefing on the arrest of top golfer Scotty Scheffler. We expect her to give some answers about the lack of body camera video from that officer and how the arrest took place. Police arrested him last Friday outside of Valhalla Golf Club. Officers say that Scheffler ignored traffic commands and went around a barricade as police investigated the death of a security employee hit by a shuttle bus earlier that morning. And while there is no police body camera video of the incident, there is video from a camera across the street, and Mayor Craig Greenberg says he's seen it.
I will let the video speak for itself. It shows the arrest of Mr. Scheffler, and I will let others come to their own conclusions.
Scheffler's first court appearance is now June 3rd after a judge granted his attorney's request to move it for scheduling conflicts. In court, Jefferson County Attorney Mike O'Connell pushed for Scheffler to show up in person.
This man should be treated like everyone else in this matter. The rule says, as you are well aware, that if you're charged with a felony, you are to be present for arraignment and in all stages of the proceeding.
Mr. O'Connell says, well, we don't want to treat him differently. Then go through and look how many cases are agreed to by continuance by the county every day. They are absolutely treating him differently.
So when agreeing to the delay, the judge said Scheffler will have to appear in person for his upcoming court date.